All right, guys. Hey. So, yes, we are doing a voiceover today because it's that time of the year where everybody is moving around and we are traveling. Okay. And so I am moving around trying to pack, but I want to give you guys content. And so for the next few days while I'm traveling and heading off to my parents' house and heading off for New Year's Eve, I'm going to give you guys content, but I just probably won't have the full setup. So I say, voiceover better than nothing, right? Okay. So voiceover better than nothing. So we can get into it still. And, Milagro is going to be doing a voiceover too. So we'll just get into it that way. So is everyone here? Okay, guys. So here's the thing. And I like these because I feel like I can get really more into what's actually going on. With this kind of conversation. And quite frankly, she's just not worth it for me to get dressed and put on my camera. It's no shade. Here's the thing. I've literally tried to be patient with everybody. I've done what, I've bit the bullet. I've let you guys drag me. I've let everybody play victim on my head top because the way I come across is confident. Some of you guys think I want to be a celebrity and I want to be this person. I want to be there. At this point, I am that. When bitches interviews is about me, it is what it is. And I don't want to hear, well, you have to smoke for Cardi B. Listen, there's levels to this. Cardi B is a mega multi-million-dollar celebrity and superstar, and you have to handle her accordingly. Tasha K and Milagro Gramz are not that. Anything below them, they get handled another way. Okay. Instead of people trying to tell me what to do and you guys listen to these women who have been sued and owe money, maybe you should pay attention to how I'm moving and how when I go to court, I get deals and I raise money instead of losing money and having to be known as a person that got sued in a defamation case. Okay. So the way I'm moving is the way I'm going to continue to move because it's working for me. A lot of you girls want to tell me what I need to be doing. Two bitches that got sued can't give me advice on how to move. Let's start there. Okay? So, and gone are the days are you guys going to bully me into this idea that, oh, you're picking on me, you're picking on this? No, first of all, I went to that courthouse and supported Milagro Gramz so hard it could have even been a detriment to me to ruin these so-called relationships that I just died to have. But because in my heart of hearts, I didn't like how she was being done. And I supported her despite of what we had going on online. Because you know what? She made some waves for new media. Despite her losing it and despite whatever the case may be, she made waves and she made progress. And I don't take that back. Okay. And I was supporting her in that. I could have went there and played in her head top and acted like I didn't see certain things and just totally bashed her. But instead, I was behind her. She was in federal court. The world was watching. I could have kicked her while she was down. I could have reported and angled it to her detriment, but I did not do that. I didn't owe her anything. I was fair and across the board. And so you guys are not going to bully me into not feeling a type of way when a person gives me a backhanded compliment. Again, you don't have to compliment me or put me down to big yourself up. And we're going to get into this audio. So we're going to get into it. And I don't really give a damn how anybody feels, but I realize y'all like to pick on me, but I don't give a shit no more. I'm not letting y'all kick my back in and everybody can be crazy and talk crazy to me, because if I would have did what she did, I would have came across as a hater. We're going to get into this audio. Okay? So let's get into it, because I'm done with that. Let's go. And let me let y'all know this. All this energy for black women and not for Cardi B. Let's be very clear. I don't give a fuck what you think. What you're not going to do is gaslight me into a beef with Cardi B for your entertainment, just to turn on me like you guys did with Jason Lee, Tasha K, and everybody the fuck else. So I'm going to handle all of my issues accordingly the way I want to handle them, based on priority, stature, status, and relevance. Something that you should have been telling your faves to do. You don't fight a Cardi B head on when you don't have enough muscle. That's dumb. So you just sit back and watch the show. You watch two dummies try to go head to head with people that have more power and influence with them. And guess what? They ended up looking stupid and owing the money. Not me. Crying all life because they didn't make a list. Not me. So I'm not here to appease any of you motherfuckers. Be very clear on that. Just keep watching me work. Just keep watching me work. Same people, Tasha K put that in that interview. And she went, oh, he turns on everybody. He turned on Jason Lee. He turned on everyone that tried to help him. He turned. Girl, I'm not giving y'all that anymore. Everybody pumped me up. Oh, Jason Lee's disrespecting you. Oh, Al Reynolds is trying you. Why are you letting Al Reynolds son you, Armon? I tore Al Reynolds up. Oh, Armon ruined Fox Soul. Kiss my motherfucking ass. So gone are the days that you guys are going to get entertained by a crash out from me when you guys feel necessary, because you know why? You don't appreciate me when I give you a shit show. You turn on me later. Tasha K would have went down there, and if I would have drugged Cardi B, oh, Armon just doesn't know everybody that tries to help him. He even did it, and I don't even like her, but he did it to Cardi B, Jason Lee, Al Reynolds, T.S. Madison. Nope, not getting it. So I'm damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to play the smart game. I'm not playing the dumb game. So let's be very clear on that. So let's listen.
So I just need y'all to get up on y'all good foot. So I could tell y'all one thing right quick. Y'all know that my weekends are dedicated to preteens and their friends and adventures. So this weekend is no different. I'm leaving the grocery store right now because I had to go get a fruit platter and biscuits and orange juice and things of that nature, so that they can have them a little cute breakfast. So, oh, you moved. Congratulations. Your last place was really nice. So I hope that this new place is dope as well and safe and what you want. So that's what I'm up doing. But I want to tell y'all about something that I saw as I was putting my groceries in the trunk. You were in a car accident. Well, you're here. You're okay? God bless you, and I hate that happened.
And I want to let you guys know before we go further on, Milagro, Tasha K, we're on or about around the same level. I will address them. Celebrities that are higher than me, you have to move a certain kind of way. Anything beneath me, I'm not addressing. So let's start here first. First of all, you have to be on my level or above for you to even get addressed over here. Man, woman, or child. This is not a free-for-all for everybody to get a response. Milagro has put enough work in for her to get addressed. So has Tasha K. Anything below that is not getting addressed. I don't give a damn if it's a man or a woman. Let's start there. This is not a free promotional platform. It has to be some give or take here. Milagro's been in the news. Tasha K has a sizable platform. These girls are on my level enough to where they can get addressed. Anything underneath that is not getting addressed. So if you want to know why certain people don't get addressed, they're not on my level to get addressed. Now, does that make sense? Let's keep going.
I'm glad that you are in one piece. Car accidents are frightening. I got crazy PTSD from two car accidents. So I will never know how you feel, but I can relate to the toll that it takes on you and what it can do to your mind. So God bless you in that regard. Let me tell y'all what I saw.
What did you
and why
see?
I'm here right now.
And why are you here?
So I'm putting things away in my car.
Okay.
I spoke to my granny this morning. We had us a little conversation. We was kikiing. And then, I had to get this stuff for the girls. So we got off the phone.
Okay.
So I said, let me check Twitter right quick.
All right.
And do you know what I see? I see some paperwork that speaks to the short list of people that they were considering for the Hot 97 replacement. Do you guys know that Armon Wiggins' name was on that list?
Yes,
they ultimately chose some niggas I ain't never heard of in my life. But Armon Wiggins' name was on the list, and they put the list of people that they were considering and what they would be willing to offer them. This has nothing to do with negotiations or an official contract. It was just Hot 97 and their list of prospects. They had Armon Wiggins up there for $250,000, bitch. Okay? Let me tell you something. To even be considered says a lot about eyes on you.
Okay.
And even if you don't get something, it's still dope as fuck to be considered. And what God has for you is for you. So, when you're thinking about things being, I think it depends on the situation. There are some situations where you could fuck up something for yourself. There are other situations where that wasn't for you. I don't think either one is all inclusive. But in this instance, I don't think that Armon should take it as a dig or feel any way about not getting it, because in this instance, I think that what God has for him is for him.
I didn't take it as a dig at all. I thought it was actually super dope that I was the only YouTuber and Black gay man that I know of on that list. I don't know if everybody else was gay, but I just know I am. So I thought that was super fire, and it just kind of pushed me into a way like, all right, keep going. Whether it was true, false, whatever, because now people are trying to say the list wasn't real. I don't know. I just feel like somebody thought to put me there, and they didn't put me at the lowest pay. So there is value in me, and people seen that. And, that is just a sign that the trajectory for me to be in this space is there. And so, yes, I don't take that as a slight. I actually take that as a nod to me. So I'm here. I'm happy for that.
And Hot 97 is not the first nor the last radio station that'll be looking for talent. So for you to even be on that list, that puts you in an excellent predicament, because that means that eyes are on you and that people are interested and they find value in you. So for me, hold on.
Okay.
So for me, when I'm looking at the situation, I'm like, well, that's good. And I'm happy for him.
Thank you.
I always wanted to be clear that regardless of like little situations or disagreements, that I don't harbor like hate in my heart or want like bad to happen to people. So I always try to take the time to say like congratulations. And I think that's dope, because I truly am happy for whatever opportunity he gets.
Thank you.
That's what I wanted to say, that I feel like that is so dope. And congratulations for even being considered. And I think that that's I just think that that's good and that that's dope as fuck, honestly. So shout out to Armon for that. Okay, end the sentence and then leave it right there.
Now, end the sentence, leave it right there. So in the media or in the court, we call that a foundation or a setup. You get it out, So people, like they're saying in the comments now, like, oh, she's not hating, she showed you love. But you get this, that's the prereqs. You got to get all that out. Let me say what I said. You know, that's all good. That's all good. Fine and dandy. All right, let me just preface everything. I'm not hating. Congratulations for you. You do your thing. Do your big one. Congratulations. Now, let's get to the real shit. That's what that was. So let's get to it. And if you don't like what I'm saying, y'all can dip and you can get blocked. It's no shade because I'm done letting y'all play with me. And I'm done with everybody feeling like I can be a doormat and then I have to sit there and let everybody step on me in the name of fake support when I have done nothing but try to support everybody and let everybody talk a bunch of shit about me when really they want to do the same thing as me. I'm done with it. And I realize a lot of you women don't like me because, bitch, I'm a fabulous gay man and I don't give a fuck. Keep hating, ho. And a lot of you niggas is hating because, girl, you'll never be me. Keep hating, ho. And that wasn't for Milagro. That was for y'all in the comments in the back. See, I can do all that when I'm like, you know what I'm saying, not online. So let's get into this. So y'all got that. Put a period in it and a sentence. End a sentence, period. Now is where we get to the shit.
Okay. On the other side of that.
Okay.
On the other side of that, I know I'm not fucking crazy. And what the fuck does that mean?
Please tell me.
Armon is talented.
That's the problem right there. You don't even have to bring me up on this. You didn't have to use me for this.
And he deserves everything he gets. And I don't find that anybody else in the world is fucking with me. So I feel like I know I'm not crazy. I know I've been blackballed. And I know it's shit that I'll never get considered for because of the politics in this situation. Ain't no way in hell Armon Wiggins' name on the motherfucking list and ain't nobody ever said, bitch, Milagro whoop-de-whoop. I know it. For me, it was validation. Somebody said it should have been you. It shouldn't have been me because my God don't sleep. And like I said, for him, what God has for you is for you. So I'm gonna leave that right there. So I don't feel.
Ain't no way in hell an Armon Wiggins should have been on the list and they ain't thought about you. No. You didn't have to get into that. You could have got into, well, I should have been included too. Why does this have to be, let's be clear, Miss Thing. There's many people that know me that don't know you. I'm worldwide. And not for lawsuits. Like, what? What was that? Let's keep going.
Like there's no mixing of my feelings and my feelings towards Armon. That's why I wanted to give you two separate thoughts. I'm so happy for him and all that kind of like 1,000%, like da-da-da. But on the other side of that, when I think about myself, I know for a fact that I have been fucking blackballed and that there are people in positions that feel like, nigga, I'm just not gonna offer you that. It's just not gonna be you though. For whatever their reason is or da 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 da. Like there's no planet where someone finds value in what Armon Wiggins brings to the table and Milagro Gramz' name has never crossed your mind. And as dope as I feel like somebody can be or is, I do feel like I'm better. And if
what the fuck was that if that wasn't hating? There's nowhere in the planet that a person can find value in what Armon Wiggins does and doesn't see a Milagro Gramz, and no matter how dope she thinks I am, she's better. And I'm supposed to take that as, oh, all she did was show me love? Suck my dick. Are you crazy? Are you hoes in the back silly or stupid? Are y'all crazy? I'm tired of letting people play with me like this. What? What is that? Let me bring that back for you.
Milagro Gramz, no. For whatever their I know for a fact that I have been fucking blackballed, and that there are people in positions that feel like, nigga, I'm just not gonna offer you that. It's just not gonna be you though. For whatever their reason is, or da 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 da. Like, there's no planet where someone finds value in what Armon Wiggins brings to the table, and Milagro Graham's name has never crossed your mind. And as dope as I feel like somebody can be or is, I do feel like I'm better.
So somebody please tell me what that was. Why did I even have to be mentioned in that? You could have left it at congratulations, he's doing this thing, blah, 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 period, point blank, pause, stop. I do feel like, though, people have blackballed me and excluded me, and I would have liked to have been mentioned amongst those girls too. Why does it have to be either or? And then you're basically saying, because you're blackballed, they went with the option of Armon because for whatever reason, but like I was the option B, but you're better. The problem is you're just blackballed. But congratulations for everything you got going on, Armon. You're super, super dope. But I'm just better and I'm just blackballed. So they didn't choose me. And I'm mad about it. Like, what? And on what planet, in what world does anybody find value in me and value in you, Armon, but not see me? And I'm supposed to take that as a compliment? I'm supposed to take that as a compliment? No way in hell. If the shoe would have been on the other foot, you hoes would have been in here telling me, oh, stop hating on a black woman. You're just so jealous. You're jealous of Milagro. So what I'm trying to tell y'all is, I'm not playing those games no more. Because what I could have did was played in her face in Miami. And I chose not to do that. This woman did this. Not only did she do that, she went and played in my face and allowed Tasha K to bait her into calling me vicious, saying I wanted to be Hollywood and all this different stuff. Meanwhile, we're going to keep listening. This woman is now about to start crying because she can't go Hollywood. Let's be clear on that. Let's keep listening.
And if I didn't, then I would need to put my microphone down. I don't feel like anybody that does what I do is better than me at it. I don't. And I don't feel like we as the mob, of course you use it as fuel and motivation to keep working. And I don't feel like the mob gets the credit that we deserve for the way that we've inspired other people. At all. I feel like everybody takes little bits and pieces of what it is that we've done, and they've created a formula that is more suitable for the people in the suits and who digest a particular way, and then whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop.
So now she's trying to say, I've taken her formula and added to it. So now she's taking the credit.
And then there's this type of erasure that happens.
Oh, and now she's getting erased.
Where it's like, well, child, who was the mob? And nah, fuck them, and they didn't do this, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. When I think of Armon's upward trajectory, I absolutely feel like he took notes from a foundation that the mob laid.
Oh. Is anybody still deaf in the back? What? Do you hear this? Or is it just me? Are you hearing this? Let me go back.
Nah, fuck them, and they didn't do this, and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. When I think of Armon's upward trajectory, I absolutely feel like he took notes from a foundation that the mob laid. Absolutely. I absolutely believe that Armon feels like, and he should, that following court cases and handling that a certain way has put more eyes on him than ever before versus doing the gossip talk. At 1,000%. And why were you inspired to do that? How did that begin? So that's what I mean when I say, just to put an address on it, that I do think that the mob has inspired a lot of people to do things, period, and to do them a certain way. And I do think that that has helped to put Armon in. It's Armon's hard work that has put him where he is, but that doesn't mean that he wasn't influenced. Does that make sense?
This is crazy. This is crazy. Everybody's taking credit for my shit. Tasha K, her, like I just don't have my everybody, but none of these people. Everybody's put me on. Everybody's done this for me, but none of these niggas is where I'm at. From top to bottom, no Diddy. And I try to be cool. This is crazy. Like, are y'all listening to this? Or is it just me? Are y'all like, I've been doing this since 2016. Before she was doing this. I've been doing this on Facebook. I've been doing this before Tasha K. Me and Wiley were doing radio shows back in the Gap. Are you crazy? But because she went to Tory Lanez first, because I was taking my mom and my sister to Paris and came back the second week to cover the trial and started making the trials a thing, because not necessarily off just my own merit, because my fans were requesting it, and because I got bored sitting here talking about X, Y, and Z, Nikki Cardi, and I wanted to travel, and I figured, well, travel and do these court cases, and now my fans almost require me to go to these cases. They've now spent their own hard-earned money for me to cover these cases, and I cover these cases better than anybody doing it, respectfully. But I don't have to take shots at anybody that's doing it. I bring something to these cases that other people don't. I've been able to pull out half of Black YouTube to New York City. Everyone's a reporter. I never wavered. I never shifted on my delivery. I've got lawyers throwing me shade now. I've got YouTubers, commentators, people stalking me at courthouses just to try to battle me. I can't help that I'm him like that. I just focus on the goal. Does that make sense? I can't help that I was on New York radio. I can't help that they want to see me back. I can't help that I was on TMZ and News Nation and Nancy Grace and Vanity Fair, the Daily Mail, the list goes on. Now everybody's upset. But I invest in myself. And a lot of the key that y'all miss, y'all think I'm with the rah. But every year, I write my goals down and I plan and I detox. And this year, baby, if you thought this was something, wait until you get 2027. But baby, we start in 2026. Because baby, we're doing a 265 to a 365 day cleanse. So bitch, if you thought she was gagging, get ready to really cry in the car. And I'm telling you guys now, get your books. We're about to go on a deep cleanse. And instead of hating, you should go on the journey with me. Go on the journey. But let's keep going. 265 because I'm trying to decide when we go to Bali if I'm going to drink or not. But if I don't drink, if we go to Bali, then I'm just going to finish out the whole year.
So can I take credit for any blessing of Armand's? No. Credit goes to God and to him. But I think if he were to be upfront and clear about some of the things that he's done, that he would have to acknowledge that the mob is in that some type of way, you know?
And so this is what I'm saying. It's like, never mind, Armon invested $30,000 and went to New York and jumped on the plane and sat out there day in and day out and fought traditional media and had to fight for his right. Never mind, Armon has to navigate weird ass motherfuckers trying to stalk him from courthouse to courthouse, antagonizing him to try to take him off his pivot. Never mind how you guys been watching me navigate and, you know, do a call to action for my audience. Never mind how Armon was able to hustle for new media to get on the #1 radio station in New York City, showing that YouTubers can excel. Never mind the fact that Armon was sitting up on the NYBJ, National Black Journalists Association, with nothing but reporters from traditional media, from ABC to CNN to CBS and PBS and TMZ and the Breakfast Club, and me, the only YouTuber making waves to show that, hey, we can do it. Never mind the fact that, girl, I came to your case when nobody was talking about it and made people interested in your story and had your back. When Megan Cuniff was angling the content to your detriment, and nobody at that case prior to me being there was entertaining enough for anybody to even watch them for more than 10 damn minutes. Never mind the fact that the reporters call me and say, hey, we need you in Vanity Fair to represent for new media. No, it's why me? Why him, not me? He stole from me. Y'all wanted me to be cool with her. We could never be cool because this is how she feels. See, the problem is, what I'm learning, and this is not just with her, and now we're going to get into our like manifestation stuff. I want you guys to know this, everybody that's listening to my voice right now. When a person decides where you are, where they are, or a person is jealous or envious or has a certain thought process of you, you can never be cool with them. For real, because they can play nice, but if they feel slighted by your growth and your happiness or whatever, it didn't matter what happened at that courthouse. She feels in her deepest hearts of hearts, every time she sees me at a courtroom, at a courthouse, and I'm moving up, she's internally feeling like he copied me and took it. Because why are you talking about this? Girl, let's be very clear. Let's just say I did copy you and take it. If you ain't shitting, then get off the pot. You weren't a court reporter. You went to one trial. You were with the family. The last time you were in court, you were getting sued in federal court. You ain't covered a case since. Like, girl, what? That's like me getting mad because everybody's a court reporter now, and I'd stop doing. Girl, I'm not mad. I don't see them niggas. These niggas be so mad at me. These niggas, they can't even go to court without making me their news. But I guess what? Keep going. I keep going. And you better hope, you thought you cried now. Oh, bitch. You better hope. And that's not a derogatory bitch. I just mean bitch as in girl. You better hope that this contract that's coming, that I have my lawyer looking over, you better hope that there's no wiggle room, because if they get them numbers right, you bitches gonna be really crying. Yeah. You better hope it's a hard then I won't take the deal. Oh, yeah, there may be an announcement coming soon. Big dog. We're just in negotiations right now.
Please don't take anything I'm saying and think that I'm not happy for him. Thank you. Because I'm so happy for him. But at the same time, I wouldn't be being honest with y'all if I didn't tell y'all that I thought about myself at the same time.
Okay, and I get it, but girl, what we're not gonna do is make it seem like, girl, you're not happy for me. You feel like I stole something from you. And see, a lot of you guys don't remember how far back this goes and why I feel some type of way. There was a time where I auditioned for a show called Foxo. She didn't get the job, nor did she get asked. There was many women, men, wigs, whatever. Everybody wanted it, and everybody was hating. Guess who got it? Me. I didn't know. Hated so bad, Al started hating, started making up lies. You guys, I don't, everybody thinks that I chase these things. These opportunities find me. No matter how y'all think I burn out, I burn bridges, it finds me. I didn't go out and reach out for Foxo. You know what she said? I just feel like, why don't they ever consider me? When Carlos King told Funky Dineva, when Funky Dineva went up there and hated on me and played a game, when Carlos King told Funky Dineva that Armon is up next, Milagro Gramz went on her station and said, when there's a conversation of up next, why am I never mentioned? I don't know, but stop feeling some type of way every time I'm mentioned. Like, why every time I get a nod up, you feel like that's a slight to you? We are not parallels. We're not equal. Yes, we're peers. You are a woman. I am a man. What you can do, I can't do. What I can do, you can't do. We are not battling. Compare yourself to the women. We're fighting two different games. I'm a gay black man. You are a black straight woman. Girl, stop. We're supposed to be brother and sister. Stop. Me going up does not take anything from you. It does not take anything from you. We are not competitors. If somebody wanted, like, when she was in talks for Tory Lanez or Joe Budden, I was happy for her. I know that she's a better fit over there. They're straight, heterosexual, dominant men. They don't want a gay guy over there. I understand that's not my demographic. But I'm busting through. I'm going to still keep trying. But I'm not going to hate on her. I'm actually going to be happy if she gets these opportunities. Even when she was moving through the court things, I'm happy for her because I'm like, girl, this is a good look for us. In that federal courtroom, I know I was making jokes, but in that federal courtroom, when it was all on the line, when it got serious, girl, I was on her side, despite whatever we had going on, because, girl, this directly affects all of us negatively. So I was rooting for her. But my thing is, what I don't like is that she wanted all the support when she was going through something, and we should have banded behind her, because it was like, yes, it all affects us negatively, and everybody wants us to understand the effects, the negative effects that come when we go up against these celebrities, right? And so we should band and put our differences aside and band together as new media. But yet, when there's a win for one of us that can change the trajectory positive, we don't all band together. We start hating. Everybody on YouTube should have been supportive. Like, damn, this nigga is about to break out for YouTube. We want to see him win. Give that nigga the money. Make sure you pay him. Because you know what? That opens up more doors for y'all. But instead, you're over here, in what world there's no planet and I'm better? What the fuck is that? What is that? Let's keep going.
Does that make sense? How could I not? If I see what I feel like is a peer doing this or doing that or da 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 da. I do think that there should be some type of reflection, because if you're being motivated by these people, if you're trying to be better, if you just gauging how shit is going and who's interested in what, then I do think you would pay attention to those things. So in me seeing it, I thought about myself and I'm like, damn, why isn't your name on a list to do something like that?
And you should have started there. But Milagro, your name is not on the list. You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because you're not as real of a bitch as you say you are. And I'm going to take it way back to the interview that you and I did when I said that I wanted something out of the deal. And I'm talking to you as your friend right now. And as a person that cares about you. You get too hyped up in the audience in this fake ghetto real bitch mentality, and you're not being real with yourself. And this is what I'm trying to tell you. When I sat up there and said, in regards to any celebrity relationship, I wanted something out of the deal. You sat up there and told me, what was her exact words? Entitlement is dangerous. Nikki or nobody owes me anything. All right. So you don't want nothing. That you're speaking out that you don't want anything further than what you have. You're not owed that. You shouldn't receive that. And then you started to realize later on, like, hold on, I do want something. I'm doing a lot of work. I'm mouthpieces for niggas. No, like, wait, where's my support? Well, you act like they don't owe you nothing. I speak loudly and say, motherfucker, listen, this transaction is mutually beneficial. But see, you will get on your platform and make it seem like by me saying these things and demanding my respect that I'm an opportunist. Well, you're damn right. An opportunist with opportunities. You don't got no opportunities. Maybe you should start being an opportunist. And then you had this idea where you're just, I want to be Hollywood. No, I want to be successful. I want to have a brand. I've told you, monetize your thing. Stop calling yourself nigga girl. Brand yourself. Don't go so hard on get on camera, be cute, have fun, be commercial. You're not a bad looking girl. But you keep trying to sell yourself short to this chitlin circuit, and nobody can do anything with that. Pop out, go outside, come visit me. Let's go out on the town. Bitch, take some cute pictures in your whip. Be the girl, be fashion, be a personality. Don't come across as like this angry ghetto chitlin circuit, fixated ass. Oh, I don't need anything because I'm a real bitch and blah, blah, blah. All that's bullshit because that's not who you are. You want to be fab. You want to be a star. You want to be listed. You want your name in lights. So why shade me? Why shade me though? See, y'all remember that interview she just did with Tasha K? He's a Hollywood ass nigga. He's this, he's that. Girl, seem like you want to be a Hollywood ass bitch, but you mad that you not on the list. Well, this is Hollywood, baby. It's show business. That's what that list is. You speak that. You don't want that. So that's why you don't get that. So start being real. See, be it until you become it. The reason why y'all think that I'm a celebrity or want to be a celebrity, because I act like one. I carry myself like one, bitch. It is what it is. So it just gives that. And one day it will be that. And slightly it's here. If you know what you know. This is a gem that I'm going to drop. A lady, I wanted to save this for Lux Life, but I'm gonna give it to you guys now, and I'm gonna probably say it again. But I think you guys need to hear this. There's a lady when I was at Mark Garagos's dinner. the holiday Christmas party, schmoozing with all the lawyers and judges. The pictures are on my page. If you guys don't know Mark Garagos, Google it. When I got invited to that party, I had the opportunity to network with some judges and real opportunities to get some stuff done. And I met a lady. She was the wife of a high, powerful. I won't say the case because you'll know that you'll look up the. I don't want you to know who he represented, but it was a very, very big deal. Fuck it, I'll tell you. He represented Biggie Smalls during the Biggie Smalls trial. So we talked to him. I was talking to his wife, and we were talking about spirituality. And I asked her, what did she do? She said, oh, I meditate. I said, oh, great. And I said, well, I have a 60-day cleanse, and I do this every year, and I have my audience, and then we're flying out to Bali, and we're going to do this. And she said, I used to do all of that stuff when I was your age. And then I just stopped. She said, I learned in life that less is more. She said, now I'm at the point where I do nothing. And I said, well, what does that mean? She said, baby, as she had her vodka soda, she took a sip, she grabbed my hand, and she said, an acorn doesn't try to be the oak tree. It just knows that it is. And I said, you're absolutely right. So when y'all ask me, or I'm trying to be this, I'm trying to be that, no. I'm not trying to be anything. I know that I am. An acorn doesn't try to be an oak tree. It just knows that it is. I'm not trying to be the star, be a star. I know that I'm a star. And you're watching that motherfucker rise every single day. And it's growing brighter and brighter and brighter. Maybe you should know that about yourself. That's why you guys feel the way that you feel about me, because you guys are looking at the knowing of who I am and what my destiny is. And what you're actually watching is me grow into what I knew I was going to become. I'm no longer an acorn seed. I now have roots and branches. I've sprouted. I'm not a fully grown, developed acorn, oak tree. But bitch, we've broken ground. That's the difference. I'm no longer a seed anymore, but I knew that eventually I was not going to be just a seed. Amen. See, this is why y'all need to get over to Lux Life, because we're gonna be getting into all of that. A lot of you bitches still want people to think that they're a seed and not know what kind of seed they are. I knew I was a star seed. And I knew once I anchored myself, it was going to blossom, grow, and bloom and light up. And so when you saying, well, he thinks he this, he wants to be this. No, I don't want to be a motherfucking thing. I know what I am. I know what's ordained and what's destined. That's why it doesn't matter what women, man, friend, or foe, high or low, try to do to come against me. You bitches always gag because I've never wavered. And you can't figure out how this nigga don't fall off. Because I know, and I stand in it. And it don't matter what comes against me, bitch. None of you hoes will ever be able to get me off my pivot. Just know that. That goes from your favorite celebrity to the lowest bum on the street. Nobody can move me except God. And in that way, he'd have to kill me dead.
And I don't think it has anything to do with talent. I don't think it has anything to do with not being like valuable in the space. I think it has everything to do with being blackballed.
So because she was blackballed, they picked me, is what she's saying.
Honestly. Yeah. So at the end of the day, that's all I wanted to tell y'all. That I was happy for Armon. And then on the other side, I was like, child, to me, that's just more confirmation. People be playing in your motherfucking face.
Why do they have to be playing in your face because of me? Why can't they just be playing in your face because of you or whatever you got going on? You really think that you that much better than me that they had to play in your face for me to get chosen? Are you crazy? See, that's why I'm like really trying to be respectful. But see, now I feel like you're trying me. You feel like they have to be playing in your face to choose me? Do you need my resume? Do you even have a famous birthdays? What's your last publication read? Oh, okay.
And then, child, da 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 da. They said you can't expect, or I'm sorry, you can't go against anybody connected to Rock Nation and
Who's connected to Rock Nation?
expect for doors to open. Oh, I hate that that's the feeling that you have. I hate that there's anybody in this world that feels like that. Because I don't think that anybody should have that much power.
Somebody's saying they don't see the personal attack that this is crazy. This is the stuff, this is the part right here that's absolutely insane to me. You must have just got here, Stink.
You know? But maybe there's some truth to it. Who knows? Who knows? Sometimes when I think about the industry and how dirty everything is and how I particularly like to do things, and I know it like my feelings are heightened because of everything's going on. I be feeling like I don't even. Let me see if I want to say that. Yeah, I want to say it. I feel like I'd be like, I don't even want to do this shit no more.
Me getting put on the list and you not being put on the list over me or whatever, not us not being on the list together, but it makes you not want to do this anymore? Because you feel like, how did this nigga do it? Well, I try to teach you. Stop hating. Listen, stop aligning yourself with fucking Tasha K. Come over here and let me teach you. Ground yourself. Let some shit go. Release some shit. Clear your energy. It's a real thing. And know who you are. A lot of people try to act like I don't know who I am, but clearly, y'all see it and I know it. Just because I perform and I'm entertaining and da-da-da-da. But you guys forget that minute detail. That every year and every time I take a break and I slow down and recalibrate and write shit down and get with the community and develop. And I go into isolation and solitude. And I get focused, really clearly focused on my intention. And then I pray. And then I come back up after I've spoken to God I've got on the phone with my spiritual mentors. I've talked to my life coach. And I get on here and tell you niggas, fuck you. Okay? Now.
And I know that there are people that want me to feel that way. So you fight that. And you never want to like give up on yourself or like cut yourself short because you never know. If you wanted to be a singer and you stop singing, how could you ever win a Grammy? You know, you have to keep working. But I do have those thoughts more now than ever, I feel like. Oh, did she say that? They said, Millie the Mystic said that you were feeling like you wanted to walk away in one of those readings. Well, shout out to her and her card. And like I said, I know it's heightened, but when you know what you know, it's hard to play a role, I feel like. And then when it's a dirty game on top of it, and you're a more like, I'm not a perfect person at all, bitch. I'll tell you straight up. But I do have a purity to me. Like, I'm a pure bitch in certain ways. And to me, that means it's certain shit that just does not work for me. Like, where like I can't be a part of it, or I can't like it just doesn't work for me.
And see, none of this is complimentary to me. All this is an undertone of saying, you know, because I was mentioned, it's almost like, well, he will sell out, or he will tap dance, or he will be fake Hollywood to get the opportunity. I can't do that. It doesn't work for me. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy to me. And this is not hating? No, girl, you can do it. You just need to change. Just like you tell me, remember she said everything that I touched turned to shit? Well, at least I touched it and realized I didn't want it. Or I learned from it. You ain't even touched it and you mad. At least I got to touch it. So let me teach you how to touch it. And let me see, a lot of people think that they can do what I do, but bitch, you can't even touch what I've touched to know if you're gonna make it gold or shit. At least I've touched it. You can judge me a lot, but bitch, can you get there? You can't even get there. But everybody got an opinion on how I should move when I'm there and what I got in my hands. Let me see you touch it. Then tell me what you gonna do with it.
Somebody said, is that why Armon made that tweet? If Armon shouldn't have made any tweet that was geared towards me, because there would be no reason to. I actually tweeted and said congratulations publicly because those are my real feelings. And then I came up here to talk to y'all because that's what I do anyway. So there shouldn't be a tweet coming at me because nothing has happened. Oh, they said, did you see a tweet that he did to Lauren LaRosa? No, I didn't see that. No. I don't follow Armon, but he comes up in my algorithm sometimes. She said that they'll be neighbors soon and that he's moving to No, I didn't know anything about that. And if that's the case, congratulations to him again. And God bless him on that journey as well. The only thing that what I saw came from Glock Topics. And when I saw it, I quote tweeted it and gave congratulations because those are my real feelings to him and to everyone else that was on said list. So no, I hadn't seen those other things. But anyway, it's you can know what you know and you can live how you live and be principled. But the truth of the matter is you do need connections in the world.
Oh, you
Or
do need
money.
connections.
You either need connections or enough money to say fuck a connection.
So when you see me at Garagos and when you see me here, when you see me at this party, when you see me out there, oh, he wants to be this. No, I'm building my network and my connections because why? You need them. You need them. You need allies. Now you get it. Or is that me being a clout chasing opportunist? What? Now it's okay because she feels, but when I'm doing it, when I'm building, when you guys are watching me build and I'm cool, oh, he's an opportunist. He's going to turn. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. Crazy.
So when you're a person like me that has been willing to say, no, I don't like that. No, well, fuck that. Or no, I think this person is wrong. I don't give a fuck who it is. Anybody that any human could bring up, 9 times out of 10, I done gave my 1-2 on them. And if they did something that wasn't favorable, I did not sugarcoat that. People's feelings get hurt. And they will take those feelings and hold on to them. And they will have a grudge and feel like, well, fuck you.
Oh, and you want me to go against the powerful Cardi B when she's already tried to call and have me off of iHeartRadio, when I know that whether this woman drops music or not, my career is bigger than an online spat with her, and I need to move out the way because at the end of the day, I don't care about her enough like that, but I need her out of my way. So you got it? Oh, I should be sitting here like you crying, talking about how I offended this person, and now they done called everywhere and I can't get no job. Oh, now you get it. You playing the game. I'm gonna let you have that one because I got a bigger picture here. Oh, now you get it. It took me a lot of crashing out to understand, okay, hold on. I'm not gonna keep crashing out and burning books and doing all that. I'm not gonna do that with people that can make phone calls on me. Because you know why? My day of success will come because I know who I am. And then when it's time for the girls to come sit on my couch, then I'll decide if my schedule's open and available. But I'm not going to let my ego drive me into a deficit. I'm not going to let some fans that wouldn't even give me $50 on a lawyer drive me into a deficit. I'm not going to let anybody on this internet trick me out of my spot again. Does that make sense? Now you understand how you have to move. But yet you try to demonize and villainize me. Somebody said this is crashing out. No, I'm just talking passionately because we're not on camera. So, see, this is the art of performing. See, a lot of you bitches don't understand. When there's no visual and it's just audio, you have to perform harder because it's just your face. It's not your face. So I'm not mad. And you guys must be new here. Me crashing out is a whole different vibe. I'm potty right now. I'm giving you radio. Know the difference, babe.
And it won't matter how talented you are, how thorough you are, how smart you are, how beautiful you are. Nothing. The only thing that matters is if they want to fuck with you, especially in an industry like this. So,
And so if you know that, why would you think I'm going to appease you and anybody else? I'm going to go up against people that can make a phone call and fuck up my bigger picture. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Sometimes you have to understand, I can't win this fight. Not this way. Sometimes you have to realize that. And you have to say, listen, you know what? I'll bow out. Now you're learning. This is what you should have did with Megan Thee Stallion. You should have moved out her damn way. You want me to be like you? You want me to be like Tasha K? Ceilinged? Sitting on live crying about somebody else's opportunity? I think not. You can have it. You got it. Because I know what I know. And in due time, Redemption Day will be here.
all I can say is somebody said you should do a cleanse, do the cleanse with us on the 1st. My cleanse gonna be to throw all this shit in the trash.
So her cleanse is gonna throwing everything away.
It's about to be what my cleanse is. Child. Fucking tired.
I'd be tired too.
Anyway, I'm finna go make breakfast for these girls. Like I said, they had a sleepover last night. So I'm finna go get breakfast together for them so that they can get some food in their bellies. Thank you so much for listening. Oh, Heza said he wants to say something. They said brunch, girl.
Now she's about to bring
Okay, it's about
people
10
up
o'clock.
to drag. Watch. And this is all supposed to be
Good
a
morning,
compliment.
beautiful.
Good morning.
On a side note, girl, you rode the hell out that bull. I just want to let you know that.
Oh, did you see the way that thing threw my body?
It wasn't right. I feel like it didn't
That
be
that
right.
shit had to be rigged.
It was. But what I want to say is, Millie, you are the blueprint. I don't want to say blogger, YouTuber, because nobody wasn't out there covering no court cases until you were out there. You really brought the people out there because they want to see who you was. You're beautiful. You're a kind person. You're loving. You're never a hater.
Wait, right. Somebody in there telling her to do the cleanse with us on the 1st. Somebody in her chat ain't stupid. Did you catch that? We all up in her. They saying do the cleanse with us on the 1st because they not going to be left behind. They listening to you, but they not getting left behind with you. Amen. Whoever that smart motherfucker is, call me.
So I feel like she said, it's good for Armon, but you should have been the first on that list. But I know this little storm is gonna pass, and I know that might be putting a little damper in your life. But don't let this defeat you. I know it's not, but I kind of hear in your, I met you, so I kind of know you, but not know you. I kind of feel like you was kind of like you shed a tear.
Wait, somebody said kids need food, and she all lie hating. Oh,
I don't want you to cry because this storm gonna end. It can't rain forever, baby. And you're a good person, and we know your heart. and the world's gonna know your heart. You're gonna get through it because you are the prototype. Fuck that, you are the prototype. Because you brought everybody out. Nobody wasn't covering no court cases like, YouTubers, bloggers. They weren't doing that shit till you did it. You are the blueprint. So like I said, I know you might feel like the world is against you right now, but we're going to get through this. You're going to get through this. And you're going to come out on top like you're supposed to be. I just wanted to let you know I love you. And I appreciate you for giving me the kind words. So after I told you I was moving and all that. I just know you got a good heart. And God look out for people with good hearts. And I know he got you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you for being who you are, and I appreciate you every day. Even when you ain't online, I'm like, what the fuck Millie at? When I say my boyfriend would be mad, he'd be like, Millie ain't online. I'm surprised you listen to Millie. I'm like, nah. I said, babe, look, we going through some things right now. Millie need her time. I said, but it's to the point where I got this nigga listening. I'm like, yeah, get on it. Get on the
Thank both of you guys.
But I really do love you, Millie, for real, friend. And thank you for everything you do. Even this little bit of time you taking out your time of the day, I appreciate this. I just love hearing your voice, and I just love you for real, for real.
I love you. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
I'm obsessed with peeling skin off of my lips. If like my lips get dry, I like to run my fingers along my lips. Like I'm a fucking exfoliate.
By the way, if you guys are listening on Twitter, I'm about to end that. So come on over to YouTube and continue listening.
Needle. This shit off of me. No, because it's only when it's ready. I don't peel my lips and they fine. But if your lips get dry, like I wear lip gloss and shit. So let's say the lip gloss needs to come up. Before I do a lip scrub, I'll take my finger and I like rub against my lips to get that shit off. I hate that shit like on my lips. Yes. That shit off of me. That's what I was doing right now with that dead air. They said stay hydrated. Exactly. Chapped lips are a sign of dehydration. More water, more water. If I ever definitively decided to stop doing this, I would come and I would tell you. That's first and foremost. I wouldn't be the person that would just like run off into the sunset. But what I am telling you is that I see the play. I've been knowing what I know. And then I see the play and I see shit that be happening. And then I'm not in a position to even discuss everything I've been through or everything that I'm aware of, which makes me feel stifled. And then you suffer all these different ways based on all the shit going on. And then to know that I bring more to the table than so many other people.
Wait, did I miss that? The more water. Let me see what she said.
Feel stifled be happening. That's first and foremost. More water, more water.
Listen, I'm an icon. Even through hate, you have to quote. You see how that? You see that? You see that? And y'all think I'd be crazy.
If I ever definitively decided to stop doing this, I would come and I would tell you. That's first and foremost. I wouldn't be the person that would just like run off into the sunset. But what I am telling you is that I see the play. I've been knowing what I know.
Play?
And then I see the play and I see shit that be happening. And then I'm not in a position to even discuss everything I've been through or everything that I'm aware of, which makes me feel stifled. And then you suffer all these different ways based on all the shit going on. And then to know that I bring more to the table than so many other people. Like the shit is frustrating. Cause it's like, well, like a person might feel like, well, I gotta go harder.
Now she crying.
It ain't no way to go harder when you have it. You either do or you fucking don't. So if I bring it to the table, but because the system at play is the system at play, then shit, a nigga like me would never fit in this.
And see, the problem that I'm having, and I need you guys to understand, is she could feel this way, but it's like once she went from end of sentence period, she mentioned me again. So all of this is feeling like she's got me into this big like Jaguar Wright-esque type of conspiracy, like I'm like some sort of plant, or I'm some sort of coon, or I'm some sort of, man in a wig that, the industry is going to use, and she understands the play, like she's the realest bitch, and they're not going to choose her, but they'll choose like I'm some sort of shit show. Nah, it's never gave shit show over here. I may give you a shit show in a performance, but I'm very much so a main character and a clear character. I'm not a circus animal. Been far from it. I don't like that undertone here, because it's almost like you're trying to discredit me down to something that can be manipulated, bought, and paid for, or some sort of soul-sacrificing individual for Hollywood. Don't play with me.
And then you go against the grain because you knew that already. So you fight, and then you get ostracized and left for dead anyway. So it's like, well, shit. Fuck all you niggas. Hold on.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, Millie. Oh my God, I did not think you were going to accept my request, but hi, I love you. And
I
I
love
was
you
just,
too.
thank you so much. I was just sitting here listening, and I'm just feel like I understand, your feeling. I would be absolutely devastated if you were to ever like stop doing this, because I listen to you on a daily and I am dedicated and so invested. And I also just want to ask you, did you listen to Angel's live yesterday that she did on Nikki?
No.
She got into a lot about that, and I think that you should listen to it, because she also talked about the powers that are against you and how they will be out the door very soon. And I feel like that would help a lot with how you're feeling right now, because once you don't have to worry about that, then you can just flourish and be your greatest and actually get the recognition that you deserve.
Who are the powers that are against her that are going to be out the door?
Well, thank you so much. I have to go listen to it.
Yes, absolutely. It was really good. I encourage everyone to listen to it. It was really entertaining, and I love you. So just have a good day and keep your head up, keep that smile on your face. That's what I admire. And, you just deserve the best.
Thank you so much, pretty girl.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Bye. Somebody said something. Let me see. Um, you know what somebody told me? I was talking to somebody and they said, where are all of the people that stood for something? Like, what do you mean? They were like, where are all of the people that stood for something?
All of this.
I'm like, I don't fucking know. They was like, dead, bitch.
All the people that stood for something is dead because I was on the list and she wasn't. And y'all trying to tell me about a funky ass congratulations that she spent 4 minutes on, and the next 20 minutes on this, licking her wounds and talking about why him and not me? Are you crazy? Are you niggas crazy?
Where is everybody that stood for something? or that believed in something, or that had this or that had that, or they said, bitch, they dead. I'm like, shit, what you saying? Fuck it. It ain't worth standing up and fighting for something.
After I had her back like that, after I pretty much put any relationship that I may have had with Megan Thee Stallion in down the drain, this is how you repay me? After you even went and trashed me and called me vicious to that nasty, dirty Tasha K? Are you crazy? And y'all don't see nothing wrong with this weird shit?
Some would say no. Some would say, fuck standing up for anything. Because who gonna stand up for you? Hello?
Hello.
Hey.
Hi, beautiful. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing well. I'll be quick. So I'm at work and I looked at my phone. I saw you were on and I started listening and this just came to me. So I'll be quick. Just remember the devil blesses his soldiers as well.
Whoa.
Them hoes over there are not blessed by God and the devil comes to collect. So them bitches will never see peace because of the way they have handled the things in their life. So always remember, like, you are protected by God and you have people like me, a Black woman that I learned from you. I don't even know you, but I've learned a lot from you. So please keep going and just know we are here for you and I just love you.
Wow. Now I'm the devil. Now I've been blessed by the devil. Wow. This is crazy. This is crazy. And y'all don't see nothing wrong with this.
Thank you. I love you too. Thank you so
I
much.
love you more.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Hey, Billy.
Hey, I haven't talked to you in a while.
It's been a while.
How you doing? All right.
And this woman just can't even talk. She break it down in tears. Listen.
Too. Thank you so
I love
much.
you more.
Listen to this.
Bye.
You.
Hey, Billy.
Hey, I haven't talked to you in a while.
It's been a while.
How you doing? All right.
I'm trying to hold it together.
What's wrong, baby?
You cannot stop, Billy. You can't. You cannot.
This is crazy.
My mom had dementia. She got so she couldn't speak, but I would let her listen to you, and she would just light up. She could nod her head. I was like, Mom, you want to listen to our cussing girl, the girl that cuss all the time? And she would just smile and just light up like a Christmas tree. And the whole time you were talking, going off on just about anything. She probably, some of the people she knew, most of the people she didn't, but she would just get enjoyment out of listening to you. And I do. You have no idea how much you come through the clutch. When you give us like what you've been going through, things from the past and how you grew up, everything that you talk about is not my life, but it'll be something. It's always a nugget in everything that you say. There's a piece of nugget in there for somebody. You're always touching us. So please, you can't. You are the voice for the people that have no voice. My mom didn't have a voice anymore, but you brought it out. You brought it out. So please, you just never know who you are touching. And you're here for us. And we want to be here for you. There's a lot of people that need you. There's not, even though we don't come up and say it all the time, but you have been here for me so many times. You just would not believe it. It just worked. I would go back and play, even when you weren't on air, I would play your old shows just so she could hear you and light up, you know?
Yeah.
So thank you for everything, for every time you come on. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Your words have touched me
This
so
is
much.
crazy.
I love you.
This is crazy.
Child, y'all cutting up today. Y'all are cutting up.
She knew that was crazy.
You want to know something?
And this was 2 hours. I don't even know what else.
One person, looks at us or has
What you talking about? Yeah, for in the background.
If you heard me, why you say, oh?
Like, bird brain shit ever. They don't be doing nothing. Good time. Hey, it's be kind of see through. I'm like, child, that is terrible, and I really do hate to hear that.
Okay. And I just want to add another thing that you guys probably didn't see. This is from someone else. But I want to let you guys know I fight small battles internally every day. Okay. Let me see. Do I have it pulled up? Hold on. Where is that video? Hold on. Give me a second. No, not that one. Hold on. I'm coming. Just give me a second. Hold on. Now let me see if I can pull this up. And this is just a little thing. It's not a big deal, but I just want you to know this is what people send me, and I just smile. But I want you guys to see, and y'all be thinking, "Oh, Armon is that," and I let a lot of stuff ride, and I don't dislike this guy. I do like I don't have a problem with him, but I want you to just see, even when I'm trying to move into spaces, this is what we do.
Other content creators, YouTubers. Do y'all feel like you're getting a different perspective over here? I'm really trying to keep it real with y'all. And I'm telling you stuff that, you know, Armon Wiggins is not going to be. I know, shout out to Armon. You know, he's probably not even, I don't even think he's covered this. I'm just pulling a name. But, you know, people like that are not going to be able to tell you. All right. So.
Like, what is this? What is that? What is that? What is that? What is that? Where did that come from? What is that? What is that? But yet, you guys get mad at me when I say, fuck you niggas. I'm the best. I have to hold my head up high. I have to stand tall. Because they coming from every angle. Left, right, top, bottom, megastar, loser, trash, and everything in between. And you motherfuckers want me to sit and cower down and cry and punk out? No. We get in this book. I get on the phone with my coaches. And we get in the circle and we keep pushing. Okay? So when you all want to know why does Armon give him to, this is why. Because you know what? I'm just doing my thing and I'm getting whacked left and right. I take that as a compliment, but I just want you guys to know. I didn't even know that that was a thing over there. Someone sent that to me. So it's no shade. I'm just telling y'all, like, girl, I be going through a lot of different things. And Milagro, you didn't need to be hating. Now, we'll bring a couple of people up for a few minutes. So thank you, boo. Who is he? Oh, he's a hoot. But still, I took that as a compliment because at least I'm making waves into that space. All right, talk to me. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I really just wanted to come and say, you know, I be cussing a lot, but I ain't gonna cuss. When I seen the tweet that Millie had tweeted out, in my soul, I said, she's mad and she's fuming and it's steam coming off the top of her head. I don't like her and I never liked her. And I've been watching you for a very long time. I love you down.
Yes.
The first person, and I know this ain't about her, but this is the same way I felt when Cardi B was trying to get you in her claws. And I felt the same way when you did the interview a long time ago with Milagro. I just was like, this ain't gonna turn out right because she don't like him. Then she did the little backhanded little, entitlement is dangerous.
Yes.
Entitlement. I would never forget that. Like, entitlement is dangerous, but that wasn't what was going on, which we all know everything has come out since then. I just really be feeling like I like that you really have decided to stop fooling with pretty much all these people and have decided and found the people that's really in your corner, because all of these 304s be mad as FUCK.
Yeah.
And I'm tired of them trying to sabotage you. I really be windmilling too. Like, I don't always be in the comments. I don't
No,
always
but you always here. You've been here for years.
Baby, I be in the background and I be daring a BITCH to say something. Like, because please don't play with me about my Armon. And even Terrell the other day, we was watching you go through the little interview with her and Tasha K. And my man, he liked you too. He was like, man, they ain't effing with Armon. Like, they need to just leave him alone because they're never gonna catch up. They need to just leave him alone. It is what it is. He's solidified. And so that's what, if the sooner that they sit back, realize that Armon Wiggins is going to be and is the Armon Wiggins, the sooner that they will pretty much just get over it and be who they are and try to do what they can do. The longer that they keep trying to knock you off your podium, the longer that they will never have that'll be the longer that they don't have a podium. And that's really all I came to say.
And you know what? You said it better than I could have ever said. Thanks, boo. Let me get a couple more girls. Hey, Des, talk to me.
Hey, well, first of all, I feel like Tasha K really got in her head. I feel like they sit up and talk about you, and I'm not even gonna lie. And I said that before, and you told me no. She know Tasha's not like not trustworthy, and I'm just like, yeah, okay. I just want to say that I'm just like looking at it like, wow, like why does she have to invalidate your career? Like, she's like literally trying to make it where if she doesn't have it, then it's invalid for you to have it.
Yeah, I don't and it's because of she was blackballed. Like, what does that have to do with me? You blackballed yourself, the way that your brand was set up.
She did, and I cannot believe her followers. Basically, I took it personal. Like, you talking about all of us, you guys are preying on the devil. It's crazy. Like,
that was crazy.
I'm like, what? Wow, that's how you feel, and also preying on your downfall. I'm like, wow, this is just too much energy for someone who, like, even in this whole thing, you was like, yeah, we're supposed to be brothers and sisters, and I'm just like, it's sad because I don't think she look at you like that, and I feel like I see you trying to keep it nice and positive. And I'm just like,
the reason why I'm doing that is because I know the game. If I go hard for the entertainment, they flip it against me. If I don't do enough, it's, oh, he punked out. But sometimes the win is enough for them to crash out. So I don't need to meet them with all that vitriol, because honestly, when I can tell you, I don't dislike anybody on YouTube. I don't have a hate bone for anybody. I'm not beefing. Me personally, people may feel like they're beefing with me. I'm not beefing with anybody. Where I'm going, I don't have time for that shit anymore.
I feel that.
I don't even dislike or hate Tasha K.
Yeah, I feel that. And it's crazy because everyone who has something to say about you on any type of YouTube, I don't know who they are. I never knew who they are until they actually spoke on you. That's how I got introduced to them, because I'm like, wait, what? So that was really crazy. I didn't know who Milagro was until you brought her up. So I'm just like, Millie, what is going on here?
Let me ask you this, because you seem like a smart girl. Now, don't you think that it's interesting? Because what does get frustrating is they were trying to downplay what she did because she gave me a funky congratulations in the beginning, and all of a sudden I'm overreacting. Now, you've said here, I don't know if you were here for the duration of the stream, But would you have taken that as a compliment? All that just listened to?
No. I would have been like, it felt very fake because in the next breath she's just like, well, basically again, like it's invalid because she doesn't have it. So, and I'm just like, what are you trying to say? Like, are you trying to say like they're just trying to basically put him in place to basically spite you? Like, what is that supposed to mean? Like, so it just feel very like what she's saying is just is you're not validated because like you don't deserve it because she doesn't have it. Basically. So yeah, that bothered me, and the way that her fans feel about her, that's the way we feel about you. So they can keep all that. So this whole
The devil, that was crazy.
because I remember the first time I talked to you, the first thing I said was, "Oh, Armon, you are my best friend." You almost had me in tears. So they can have that over there, like as if she's the only voice on YouTube that matters. Absolutely not.
Thank
but
you.
thank you.
Wiley.
Yes. Okay.
Wow.
It's
What
a
do you
lot
have?
that needs to be discussed.
Let's see. Give me your analysis of everything.
Can
Give
you
us
hear
a
me?
legal breakdown. Yes, give us a breakdown. Hello? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Okay. Not ready. Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so Armon, I've been one of those people watching you since the pandemic, but I never really said anything, and I just had to today. So I think we are in a moment of just spirituality, and a lot of what used to sell doesn't sell anymore, and you positioned yourself to be able to be in multiple spaces. And so the way she came up with bringing other people down, I feel like people aren't really responding to that anymore. And that's why I think you are different from your success has been different from her or Tasha K. I don't want to see people making up lies about celebrities. I don't care if they're a celebrity. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like even if you talk on celebrities, even if you don't fuck with them or you have an opinion about them, you still have integrity. And I don't think you get enough I just don't think you get enough like applause for that. I've never, in my recollection, heard you lie on someone or make up stories. You know what I mean? And so I feel like it is truly God that is guiding your success, whereas other people may not see it like you do because that's just karmic energy. Like, you know what I mean? Like if you come up off that energy, then it's not going to last. And I don't like people, like I like my tea, but I don't like us conflating God with bringing other people down. Do you get what I'm saying? So
I totally agree.
So I fuck with you and I'm proud of your success. And I know you downplay it, but I do also feel like you have a heart. And I feel like you do have integrity with how you report on things. And you are entertaining. Like I've been sitting here through this live. I'm bored as hell because I'm listening to her, just annoyed. But the way you respond to things is what keeps me around. And so I'm sorry, you called her a peer, but I don't think she's a peer to you. And again, this is not to bring her down. It's just you guys are on different spiritual levels. You have a different, like you are talented, and I've worked in advertising, I've worked in marketing, and I'm sorry, like you have this thing about you where you can be yourself, but you still are marketable. You will still get invited. But someone reposting a porn video of someone else, I'm sorry that she blackballed herself. And it has, yes, Hollywood is dirty. But when you get in there and you play that dirty game, like you can't be surprised if you're not, you know what I mean? Like if you don't get the same opportunity. So
but you can't act like you don't want them, but then secretly want them. Like she'll act like it's a bad thing for me to want them, but then you're crying that you're not getting them. That's what I don't like.
Yeah. And it's a backhanded compliment. I mean, I think in our culture, we've let that shit slide, but like Gone are the days where you could say, "Oh, I fuck with you, but it should be me." You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
you can give somebody their props. And to be honest, it should have been a different live. Like it should have been a different conversation. The topic should have been, you know what I mean? I've put in this type of work in this type of, part of the industry, and I feel like I'm not getting my dues for A, B, and C. But the fact that it had to start with you and then end up, on what she's not getting, it just shows that it's not really a compliment. And
Thank you.
you can say it 10 times in a row.
Yeah.
Like people feel the shade behind it. So I
Thank
just had to
you.
say that.
Love you.
Love you.
I'm trying to
Bye.
get you out before you say another curse word.
Can you hear
Wiley?
me?
Yes. Hello?
Armand, are you there?
Yes. Hello?
I don't know if I can hear.
I can hear you.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes. What is going on? Hello?
I don't know.
Wiley. Jesus, you are throwing off my stream, child.
Okay.
Hello?
I just can't hear Armand.
Okay, come back. Let me bring in Claudia Jordan.
Hi.
Oh, this is a cute picture of you. What's going on, boo?
Can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes. Oh wait, let me stop the other stream. Hold on.
Okay.
I am so sick, but I'm home in bed, but I'm listening to you. I'm not here for that lady. I've never listened to one of her shows, but people send me clips. She's been trashing.
And I've even defended her to you before.
I don't know. Listen, a friend would never be happy, would never be mad that their friend got an opportunity or even got considered. Like, the reason why people have longevity in this business is not just being selfish, like me. Like, it's nothing wrong with really being happy for others, sharing contacts. Like, sometimes you're going to get the gig, sometimes she's going to get the gig, but just keeping that positive energy out there. Those are the people that are really blessed, that share. Like a Lauren LaRosa, right? Like you guys, I know you guys have a good relationship. She doesn't feel intimidated by you. She'll share a contact with you. And that's why she's always going to get blessed and you're going to get blessed.
And speaking of a Lauren LaRosa,
Mhm.
I would love to be on the Breakfast Club. But you know what? The first thing that when Lauren didn't get put on that media list for Complex, I was like, why is Lauren not on this list? I wasn't like, well, I should be on the list, and why is Lauren on the list instead of me? And why is she on the Breakfast Club instead of me? I'm not saying I wouldn't want to be on there, but I'm just saying, like, girl, that's one of my dogs, and I'm happy that she's killing it. Like, I'm not gonna say why her, not me. You know what I mean? And Claudia, I look at you, but you've kind of been in this way longer than me. So I admire how you're able to navigate. And so what I would like you to tell us, or just some of the people that's looking, and maybe even give her some advice, but like, how do you stay in it so long? Like branding wise.
Not being an asshole. Oh, sorry. I'm not supposed to cuss. You can't think everything is a slight towards you. I don't know that girl. And I know some people saying, oh, I remember when Milagro cussed Claudia out. I called her show one time because she was putting fake information out about me. And I tried to have a conversation with her. She yelled. I hung up and never listened to her show again. So I don't know what she said about me. But from the few minutes that I did hear her, she was very negative and a victim. And you can't take even getting a job that you think you are very qualified for as personal. There's going to be a lot of jobs that you won't get that you are perfect for. And there's a lot of politics in this business, right? Sometimes you might not get a gig and you are the best person for the gig for behind the scenes.
And
shit.
you've been through this.
Yes.
I know you've been through it.
I have. I've talked to casting directors that say this person was right, but they reminded me of my ex. And I'm like, damn, that person didn't get the job. And they have no idea that it has nothing to do with their, like, they weren't, not that they weren't qualified for it, but because of something with you. It'd be petty things like that. This business is gate kept by a lot of people that maybe weren't the popular kids in college and high school, but now they have the chance to like say no to people, shut stuff down. It's like the security guard at the club, right?
Mhm.
They get the chance to say, no, you can't come in, you can't do this. And Milagro, I don't really know much about her resume, but like you and her are not even on the same level from what I do know. You're not. And I just heard one of your callers who was very sweet saying that she's never heard you lie on people, and you can't put a video of somebody a fake porn tape and think that corporate media will ever deal with you. There's certain rules that apply that things you can get away with on YouTube and on Instagram and on Twitch and all that stuff. Corporate radio is very, very
and not to spill our tea and get too much, but Claudia, we were working on a deal and it didn't go through because the people said they didn't fool with me. I had to keep moving.
And I've never told anybody that. I would never tell anybody that. You shared that. I would never tell anybody that. I've never said it to anyone.
But it happens. But I'm not going to hate on you when I see you keep moving. You're doing. I'm like, damn. I felt more bad for you, but I was like, damn, okay. I got to keep going.
And I would never get mad at you though, because I understand the game. Like for her to just harbor that much animosity towards you because she wasn't on the list. She's not on the list because of her, not because of you. She's not on the list because of her and her actions. Has nothing to do with Armon. You will never stop her from getting what she's supposed to get. If she's supposed to be on that list and in that room, she'll be on that list. And there's nothing you could do about it. And that's the way I feel about myself. And I know you feel that way about you. And I'm glad.
And I'm speaking about you, like without going deep into it, like you've had controversies over the years, but I feel like you're a lot like me, where it doesn't matter. You still end up getting the job. So for a person that kind of is like you, that kind of has like, I've had controversies, girl. So how do you still keep getting the jobs?
Well, the controversies, you can have controversy, but they can't go too far.
Okay.
Right? Like controversy light, I like to say. Like, a lot of the stuff that I have been canceled over or controversies over, they're like stuff from 20 years ago that people want to bring back up and kind of reframe things. Or they're things that are like, at the moment, if you're impulsive, oh my God, she said that. But then when people kind of get to thinking about it, it's like, it's really not that big of a deal in the big scheme of things. There's certain lines you can't cross. There's certain lines you can't cross. You can't put out a pornographic tape about someone and say that's someone, and it's really not. Companies with corporate sponsors will not want to work with people like that. They won't. And you have to just keep in mind big picture. And I think people that are very impulsive, and I like that. I heard you say, I'm not burning books anymore. I'm thinking about the big picture. This girl had me kind of messing up my relationship with Megan and other people because of defending her. That's great that you're learning that early.
Yes.
You're still young. And I think that
they don't know that was gut wrenching for me to get that call where, perhaps we could have had money on the table and they're like, no. And that was coming off the heels of a Cardi B situation. I don't know if she had anything to do with it, but at the end of the day, that was the second thing that got pulled from me. So I'm like, people on the back end are like, well, you didn't say this about her. I'm like, girl, she done fucked up 2 deals of mine. And then somebody else was involved in this deal. So now I'm looking like a person that's losing money for people. No, girl, I have to play a different game. But no one knows that. And I don't owe to tell everybody that. I'm just talking to you because we're here. But I'm like, girl, I'm moving differently now.
I'm glad you are. And when I saw you having that interview with that girl, I think I told you back then, I'm like, yo, I think she's just a bad person. I never thought she was your friend. And look what happened. All it took was one thing for her to crash out. She's showing you she's not your friend. And someone who was ever your friend would not act like this. How is it that me and you, who started off cool, got hella rocky, got back on a cool, I've never done nothing like this to you.
No.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And this is someone that, like, up until a little while ago was your quote unquote friend. And you even after she's already crossed you before, you still was saying nice things about this lady. You still was trying to find, still find redeeming qualities about this lady.
You know why I'm like that? Because it's at a point to where it's like the bigger picture. I look at people like you and people that have done like T.S. Madison. I'm just like, these beefs are not going to matter 5 years from now, but my career will. I don't desire to be beefing with Jason Lee, Cardi. I don't desire to beef with none of these people that like can have, rank and power and move. And like when I got that call that day that they were like, well, such and such was this and this, I was like, well, hold on. This cannot be me.
But you can still come back from that. That was one entity and one.
But still, I'm not gonna keep pushing the gas. You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel? Like, I want to ask you personally, how do you feel that someone that you really kind of went up for and had their back is taking glee? Like she's like thinking the only way you got mentioned on something is because there was some kind of deal with the devil, or like like, I don't know, like, that's got to be pretty heartbreaking to you. How does
That's
that?
disgusting. It's disgusting. But I think I talked to my friends. I talked to you on the back end. I talked to Madison and just my spiritual mentors, my guides, and they talk to me. They give me advice. You guys, give me input, and I come back on here. I got to be tough, and people. My heart because you've met me. You know what I mean, multiple times. So we key and stuff. But like I'm cool. But the thing is, I have to come out here and I have to stand in who I am because it's like, I'm not going to let y'all back me in the corner. You know what I mean? Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Now I might go cry in the bed later on, but at the end of the day, I'm not going to do that. And here's the thing. I also understand everybody is not going to get it. The reason why you're where you are, the reason why the Madisons of the world, the Nicks, the Cards, listen, these are stars. So at the end of the day, if people ain't talking, if people are not harassing you, you don't have it.
Yeah.
You don't have it.
Well,
I've watched you, Claudia, navigate for many years. When we got on that show, even my parents were like, I know that, Claudia. Like, you've made away from yourself from being on the game show to movies and television and talk show. Like, I'm like, there was one point last year where even this year, I was like, are we even going to be able to work together? Because Claudia is booked on everything.
This year was wild, but I have gone through some storms, and that's the only reason I feel like I'm not calling you on some, I'm the elder, I know it all, because I don't, and I'm still going to make my mistakes, but I do like you, Armon. I really do, and I definitely seen you evolve. I seen you, and I don't mean that in a condescending way. I hope you don't take it like that. Like, I seen your brand go more mainstream, and I feel like the Diddy trial and your excellent coverage and you getting all those mainstream looks, that was a huge thing for you. Like, I think that said a lot, and I hope you realize that. Like, now that you know that, you can't associate with people like miserable old girl. Like, you have to elevate, and sometimes you got to leave them hating ass friends behind that are disguised as friends, but they're really close. Because she obviously was, she should be like, man, he's in my circle and he got to look, I'm next, I'm close, instead of making these negative, mean excuses like why it's you and not her. Like, I thought that was disgusting.
Literally, whenever you get something, even if I'm not talking to her, I'm like, I'm glad she got that because I know she'll pull me if it makes sense, or she'll call me or something, like, or at least I can call her and get an interview or whatever the case may be. I'm happy when I see Madison get something because I'm like, girl, I'm linked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's no shade.
But like, who's gonna want to work with her? Like, she chose to be down with the Tasha K's of the world
And took that picture like that. Wasn't that sealed her fate when her and Tasha K took the picture talking about two bitches that sued together, drink together?
Oh, I didn't see that. I don't really.
Oh, that was crazy. It was all over the blogs
anymore. My lawyer is so sick of me sending cease and desist things for Tasha K. But
I appreciate you because even through that whole time, and when we went through privately with Fox Soul, they still tried to put that whole show ending on me, and you never let that rock.
No. Armon, I'm gonna say it for the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. It was a sinking ship before you got there. It was not handled right. We had trash EP, and I've said it before, Joyce. Okay, and I'll say it again. I name names. And you were brought into a very hostile situation. Even the way you're brought in is why me and you had an issue at first, because the way was not cool. And then there was also pitting against each other from Al. I'm naming names. There was a lot of sneaky stuff behind the scenes. I ain't afraid to name a name. Put a name. But you were an easy target to say, oh, you came in and you ruined the show. The show was already on thin ice when Funky left because the chemistry was amazing with me, Funky, and Al. It was, even if I know I couldn't stand Al, we still was able to play it off and, still have a good show. But when he left, it just changed things. Then there was a search. The way it was happening, it was too much bullshit behind the scenes that you had nothing to do with. There was people in production that were being so petty and was saying one thing to me and one thing to you and aligning themselves with one of the talent, stuff that should have never happened on a network show. That's what was happening. Armon did not do that. Now, I'm going to just address this roast one time. A lot of people put this roast thing on you and say that was the beginning of the end. Armon had a roast prepared for the birthday of Al and asked production, do you want to hear it before I go on air? Oh, no, we good. But then after was so appalled.
Yes.
So appalled.
Yes.
Said, oh, fake news. And I saw that. And I got a lot of our meetings recorded. Where
Yes, she does.
and and Armand knows it. He's seen them. Where if they ever try to like play, where I was like, nah, y'all, they wouldn't even let you ask a question. They wouldn't even you couldn't even ask a question about the way you's being treated. And I was like, record. Let me get this. And yeah, no, it was not your fault. It was the writing was on the wall before you got there, and we tried our best to make it work. But if they would have removed 1 or 2 people, I think the show could have, and with some support, we could have been fine. But one of the people that was behind the scenes was really sabotaging us, and it wasn't you. You really wanted that to work. You took a pay cut.
Talk about it.
Which was not fair. When I found that out, I was like, that's messed up. That ain't. I was like, well, I wouldn't want to do the same job as someone else. I'm not getting the same pay. That ain't cool. And no, it was not your fault. And I felt bad that they tried to put it on you. That's why I do speak on it, because I don't like fake news, and I don't like when people get the blame for something that wasn't their fault. It was not your fault. And you know what? Me and you were pitted against each other, and one day we decided to get on the phone, thanks to Justin. And we talked, and we got to see where it came from, and that we've been cool ever since. Solid.
Yes, and girl, I didn't came to your shows and all kind of stuff. So, all right, I got to take some more calls, but I want to know. So, what else do you got going on? And I see that you're part of the Black Effect, or are you part of that network or a different network?
I want to be in the Black. That's James DeBose, who started Fox Soul and gave me my big break over there. And so he's carrying it's a trial run. He's carrying some episodes of Accidentally Informed. Doing more films. I've been getting a lot of calls for that. You know, my bad acting on Tubi is turning into mediocre acting on Tubi. It's turning into better acting on Tubi.
You got to get me in one of those movies, man. You got to get me in one of those.
I always get producer credits, and I always get you know me. I'm always like, do you need anybody else? Now that I know that you want to do it, I'll get you in one of these movies. That's nothing. That's so easy. And they're so fun too. Just films, more shows. I'm trying to get the.
I know you got your special project coming. When is that coming?
We hit a roadblock because we hired a retired FBI agent to investigate. We paid him all this money, and we kind of ran into a roadblock with one of the family members signing off on. I'm trying to say without saying too much. But once we get past this one hurdle, we have a humongous producer from a big, I'll text you later and tell you.
Yeah.
Network, one of the top 3, not the top 4.
This is going to be a gag.
That wants to be involved. And it's going to be like when the R. Kelly documentary came out. And you already know.
Yeah.
You already know. But I'm proud of you. You're very close. I have people in New York with the radio that are big in radio, and my friend Talis, that is working with some big stations and groups. I'll make you some intros when I can, and when there's something that fits you.
Yeah, and I might be in New York next week, so
Be in New York next week.
Maybe for New Year's, maybe.
I don't know where to go for New Year's. I want to go somewhere tropical.
Go to New York and call Destin and tell Carlos I said hi.
Oh, I love them. I'm sick with the flu. I might even miss Christmas with my family because it's that bad. But,
dang.
But anyways, all right, I'm
gonna call you after this so we can key.
Please don't go back to that girl. She does not want the best for you, and she's jealous of you. And the higher you rise, the more these types of people are going to reveal themselves. You think they're your friends.
Yes, girl, I'm already in court now with someone.
Oh my God, call me later and tell me.
Yes, I'll tell you later. Bye.
Bye.
Yes. Wiley.
Okay, is it working now?
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, God. Now, what did you think of everything?
I think Milagro Gramz is extremely jealous. You gave her an opportunity for the documentary. You could have easily gave anybody else.
I did give her that opportunity.
You gave her that opportunity. And to say that you the devil, that's all lies. That's all lies. Milagro Gramz, she said one time that she never wanted to do radio. Like she never wanted to get into Hollywood and all these things. But now she want to do radio. And the other lie she said, I was doing trials and he stole that from. I'm like, how many court cases have she covered? She only covered one case, and she was a friend of the family of Tory Lanez. So she didn't cover hundreds of cases and you stole that. No. Like, I hate when she said that because I'm like, that's not true. And she's a beautiful woman, but the jealousy is making her ugly. You're supposed to be cooking your kids breakfast and you took 2 hours out of your day to mourn an opportunity that you didn't get, and you blaming Armon Wiggins.
Isn't that crazy?
That's pathetic.
Wow.
And her audience should tell her, no, Milagro, sister, with all due respect, you blackballed yourself. You did that. So she got to take that L. She got to take that L. So nobody want to deal with. She had to take that L. This is not Armon Wiggins. Armon didn't tell her, well, put that in your likes. Put that in your likes. With this adult entertainment, put that in your likes. And you didn't tell her to do that. You actually encouraged her to stop harassing Megan Thee Stallion. And she didn't want to do it.
No, she didn't, because the people, can you talk a little bit to how the fans will gaslight you and gas you up, and how they're saying, well, how they're trying to say, I'm only attacking Milagro and I'm not attacking other people. And what do you think about that?
Told you, drag Jason Lee, drag him. You better, and you was debating on it. You got to drag him. Look what he doing. As soon as you drag him, oh my gosh, he burnt that man book. He burning bridges. Jason was getting him into Hollywood. The door is shut. This is why Armon ain't gonna never go nowhere. They was doing think pieces. You had bloggers talking about it. But it was the audience that encouraged you to drag Jason Lee.
And they also encouraged me to drag Al.
They encouraged you to drag Al. And I even did a live. I said, Al is jealous of Armon. Why does he keep saying something? I was even telling you, you need to drag him. You need to drag him. Then when you did the birthday worlds, oh, Armon is the reason why the show canceled. He's the reason why. And I have said that too. And I'm glad that Claudia cleared that up. Like, Armon, you had that roast. Like, you asked for permission. I'm like, wow. See, we as the public, we didn't know that at first.
Mm-hmm.
We just thought that you just did it. You and Claudia got together in the dark room, wrote the roast to drag Al. We didn't know that you asked permission from production. Can y'all read it? Do y'all pre-clear it? And they said, no, go ahead and do it. So,
and what people don't know, and I appreciate Claudia not saying anything, but I said it, like, we had a deal. We filmed something and everything, and the people came back and was like, the advertisers are not filling Armon.
Wow.
So I said, okay, no, I'm not going to have that happen again. They didn't want to work with me.
Wow.
They felt like I was a liability. So people want to know, why are you not doing this? Because I have to be brand safe, and I can't be other people trying to do work, and I don't want people to feel like, oh, I can't work with him. No.
You got to.
And that was all around that time. I'm not saying it was her fault, but that was when they went and did their research. That was all the headlines. Armon, Cardi B.
Wow.
Then all of a sudden, the job got pulled.
And it's definitely a different beast in mainstream, definitely. But no, I just want to say, when I saw the post with the Hot 97 situation, I said, this is great for YouTubers. This is great for content creators to say, oh my gosh, Armon made it. Then that could open the door for other people. But to sit out here and to blame you, to say, oh, my name not because of Armon. No. And people need to understand, you have worked your butt off on Facebook. You have worked your butt off on Blog Talk Radio. You did all that. So for people you are deserving to be on the list. You are deserving to have a job in radio media because you worked hard for it. You worked hard for it. And let's even talk about the whole thing with Tasha K, talking about she was going to strike your channel. She was going to do all this type of stuff. Your video had almost 100,000 views. Her 70-some thousand. And mind you, she brought up a messy question to Milagro Gramz, and Milagro took the bait. And that just to show her true colors, that she jealous too. It ain't just Tasha K jealous. Milagro is jealous.
Right, because Tasha K tried that with T.S. Madison when she had T.S. Madison and Storm Monroe up there, and Madison didn't fall for it. Then Tasha K called me to try to have me drag Madison. And the reason why me and Madison got back cool, I called Madison. I said, girl, you see that this woman tried to drag me, have me drag you because you didn't drag me? And that was the beginning and the end for T.S. Madison, because Tasha K tried to do that exact thing, make somebody else's interview about dragging me. And Madison said, I'm not doing it. But Milagro leaned all the way into it and called me vicious.
Exactly.
Very nasty.
she tried to do the same thing to Storm, and Storm said, "Listen, like, no, I did this brother wrong. I want to apologize to her." And Tasha was like, "Oh no, you need to drag him. You need to drag." She was so mad, and that was the day that Tasha was like, "I'm done with you, Storm, because I
Yeah.
only build you up to drag Armon." And when he publicly apologized on the app, she went through a whole fit. She had a whole breakdown. So you are doing everything right. I think that Milagro have to understand she should have continued with the cases. She dropped the ball. She fall around Tory Lane. She should have just got pregnant by him and said that on Tasha K. Maybe it would have got more views. But Tasha K platform is designed for liars. Designed for you to lie. That's why everybody go on her platform. And mind you, they shop their stories around to other platforms, but they all say no because they got integrity. So they go on Tasha K's show just to lie. And her audience, they over it because the lies they making sense is stale, it's dry. They like, man, I miss the old Tasha K when she really dragged these celebrities, but she really can't because of the lawsuits. So she trying to play it safe. Well, let's do regular commentary. They don't want to tune in for Tasha K for regular commentary. They tune in who's screwing who got a disease,
Oh.
who mama pregnant by somebody auntie. They want that type of drama from Tasha K.
Wait, what?
That's what they want. They want salacious drama mess. And she trying her best. She can't do it. Like nobody's bringing that. Nobody's bringing that. She brought Angela Stanton King on, and a trans woman came out there, and it just derailed the whole interview.
Now, what happened with that?
Well, Angela Stanton King was on there. So this trans woman that go to platform went on there to try to attack Angela Stanton King. And I'm like, why are you bringing this nobody on your interview? But I said, Tasha K, you set that up. You wanted this trans woman to come up there because you wanted Angela Stanton King to be transphobic so it can go viral so she can cuss out. The same moment when her and Jason Lee got into it, when Angela Stanton King and Jason Lee got into it, when she called out his mom, called his mom the whole drag addict. So she wanted that moment on her show. Because she brought the blogger back on there. I'm like, why would you bring her on this interview? This doesn't make sense. Angela Stanton King, she clicked off and didn't even come back on.
Wow.
So you doing everything right. I think Tasha K is plain jealous, extremely jealous. She want to be on radio. She want to be mainstream. She want to be on television. But no, don't nobody want to deal with her. She barely can get advertisers. She got her bankruptcy lawyer advertised on there because she probably can get a discount if somebody signed up for a bankruptcy.
And let me ask you this. Why do you think I'm such under attack on all spectrums of YouTube? Is it he thinks he's a celebrity? He thinks is that like from a real person that you've drugged me, you've been cool me. What is the issue with all these lesser folks and other people that want to battle me? And I'm not in a fight with them. I'm really not, Wiley.
It's pure jealous because they want to be you, pure jealous. Even when I was dragging, I would still uplift you because you do a lot of stuff that I love, like your music, like the boys chat. Like you've done a lot of great stuff on your channel. And so these people that you got, these people, they really want to be you. And if they can't be you, they want to just eliminate you. Period. And it's sad that you have to go through that, but the higher you go up, the more enemies. This is only going to get worse, unfortunately.
Wow.
See, when I used to drag you, but I didn't. Then next week, I love his music. They said, "Wally, you just a flip flopper," because I really love this dude. I'm just a little in my feelings. I really love this, but I would never try to show up, try to throw a drink on you, show up to where you live at, take pictures. Like you even had somebody had a private eye take pictures, sent me the pictures to put it out, and I said, "I'm not putting it out."
I remember, and you sent me the picture. They drove by me. I was having lunch with my homie, and you had a picture from a private investigator of me.
Yeah, and I'm like, this is just too much. This is too much. And then now, she getting her head crossed. She's dealing with a whole situation. Y'all need to pray for her. She got a man that's putting hands on her, but she spent time out of her day to hire a private investigator and sent me the information to put it out. And I said, no, that's just taking it too far.
Wow.
It's sad. It's just so
sad. And I don't even know this woman or even never met her a day in my life.
You never met her. and she hired. I'm like, wow. But she was insecure. She even said on my show, "I'm ugly," and this is why I use other people's pictures. I used like she was insecure, but out of all that, she still will hire these private eyes to go after you.
Wow. And what about these men, these gay men? What is the beef?
That most of them want to sleep with you, of course, and that's the main thing. And you don't want to be around them. First of all, you give people chances. I've seen you do it. You give people chances. But once you take it too far, once you through with them, you through with them. Their name will never go in the title. Their name will never go in the thumbnail. They really require. I had a public crash out on the news. I could have almost lost my life. And then that's when you talked about me. And you was like, Wally, you finally made it. You should have just ended your life. But I deserved all of that. It took me years, and I couldn't even enjoy it. I'm in jail. I would never forget it. You was like, I just got a deposit of your bail. I was like, wow. I'm locked up. I can't even enjoy this. It took me years to get those to our mind. And finally, oh Lord. But yeah, but what hatred do? It makes you do some crazy thing. Jealousy, anger, envy. You're not taking your medicine, and then you blame other people. You're dealing with another leech that's psychotic, and so you got to watch out for that.
Yes.
And they blaming you. It's because they need their medicine. They need help. They need therapy. It
gets to a point where you start to fear for your life, and I think like there's been moments where I've gotten to a point where like I'm actually concerned for my safety.
Absolutely.
And I think it's gotten to a point where
you can see it. You can.
I'm
see
like
it.
afraid to be out in the public now.
Yeah, you can see it. You got to be psychotic to be in the bathroom rapping and threatening. It's something wrong with you in your mind. That's psychotic. And I'm telling you, if you don't take their medicine, they're gonna have a crash. It's eventually gonna happen.
Okay, not too much, Wiley. Let's move on. Thank you. I'll call you back.
Okay.
Bye. Because he was getting too far into the weeds. Micah Bussy?
Hey, I'm through. You hear me?
Yes. What's going on?
What's up? It's me, Kaya Bussy. What's up? I'm surprised I got through. I'm surprised
talk to me.
I'm good, Armon. I've been watching your show for years. I actually met you one time in a club in New York City. You was very dope. You was down to earth. You was amazing when I met you at a club in New York City. You was so cool.
What did we talk about? I was nice to you?
Excuse me?
I was nice to you?
You was nice. You was amazing. You was just how you are on YouTube. You was exactly how you are. You was amazing. You were dope. You were so cool. You wasn't bougie. You wasn't like all of that. They had you up on the stage, but you still said what's up. And I like that about you. But I wanted to tell you, just calling as just a person that listen to you all the time, just don't deal with those people, because some of them people are just gonna hate on you. When God is like preparing you, He gonna send you stuff like that just so you can prepare yourself so you can deal with that. Because once you deal with stuff like that, when you get on higher levels, you're gonna be able to deal with even more stuff. So God is probably watching how you manage this type of behavior with these type of people in these situations, because you only gonna get better. And as you get better, the problems may be a little bit crazier. But as long as you can manage this type of stuff, with like 2 years from now, a year from now, even 6 months from now, this would be a piece of cake. You know what I mean? They got a saying. It's a saying that say new levels, new devils. You know what I mean? So when you're going on new levels, you got to expect new stuff, and especially possibly from the same people that is the same ones that once said they loved you. You know what I mean? Because you got some people that can love you for something, and you also got people that can hate you for the same something. So always remember that. And we love you over here. I know I do. I love you because you keep it real.
What's going on in New York for New Year's Eve?
It was New Year's Eve. I don't know. You gotta hit up Rich Star. If you know Rich Star, you gotta hit up Rich Star. He gonna plug you in with all the best spots in New York in New York City. And then tell him Micaiah sent you. He really gonna plug you in. That's a fact. Tell him Micaiah sent you. But most importantly, Armon, you always stay well. And always know that these people that you dealing with, they just preparation. You know what I mean? You continue doing, like you said, your cleansing that you preparing yourself for, and you know you preparing yourself for that. So sometimes the devil can knock you off course because he knows you preparing yourself for a cleansing. You know
Yes.
what I
Oh,
mean?
I
So
appreciate that. A
just
word.
definitely be aware of that type of behavior and activity on a spiritual level. Because I know you got a spiritual channel too. So on that level is where I really connect with you at. So it's like just
Thank
be
you.
mindful and like yes, advertise the cleansing, but be mindful because things will try to attack you before the cleansing. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And slip you up, and then you may self-sabotage yourself, and you don't want that. No one wants that, especially us as people that follow your show. Man, you're like the Mel Wendy Williams to me. You're
I
amazing. You're just
appreciate it.
amazing. I
Thank
just
you.
personally love you. I'm not gonna take up too much time, but I definitely wanted you to know, like those type of people, just be mindful that God is watching how you deal with them. Meditate and be still and know that God is within you, and that God that's within you going to deal with those type of people. You don't have to deal with actions or be vile towards them or gossip towards them. Let the God that's inside of you deal with that. You just meditate like the woman told you about meditation. You just meditate and you still your mind because you got blessings before blessings that's going to blow you. You got happiness that you never even knew that is coming
Yes.
your way. You know what I mean? So don't worry about that. You got joy that they know you're gonna have. That's why they want to knock you off course, because even they can feel it coming. And
Oh, I
we don't
receive
need
all of
that.
that.
We need you where we need you. You know, like 2026, we need you. 2027, 2028, and beyond. We need you at that level. And at that level, you gotta have you gotta have a certain characteristical trait and a certain level of joy and happiness and discernment, most importantly. And you will gain that. And these people, they just helping you gain that. They just helping your discernment work. They helping you with wisdom. They helping you with knowledge. But as a caller and a person that just love your show and just want to look out for you, I just say just remember God is watching you, how you deal with those people. So in my case, I just say don't deal with them at all. You got a broad fan base, even like a person like me watching, have a very broad fan base, something that a lot of people may not have. And we pray for you. And most importantly, we know that God got you.
Thank
And
you.
just don't worry, because you good. You in the hands of God, boy. You good, Armon. You's the best that ever did it. You're good. Don't worry. And you're only gonna get greater. Continue
Thank you
and
so
best of
much.
luck on your new retreat. You know what I mean? If you have a drink when you guys go out on your retreat, you just had a drink. So be it. But most importantly, thanks for that motivation that you give your followers also, especially pushing that wellness because people need
Yes.
that. So definitely
Hmm.
pushing that, and then you're a younger person pushing it. You're not like, you know what I mean? And then you're like feel like
Yes.
one of us a little bit pushing it. So you know what I mean? Like it's good to see a person that's always going through it talk about what they go through. People don't like to hear people say stuff and they never went through it. So just always know that these people is giving you preparation so you can go through it. So you have your own talk show, you have your new books you'll write, all sorts of things, and you'll be able to talk about how you got through these things, and you're gonna be amazing, Armon. You have a
Thank
good
you.
night. Let me get off this doggone phone. I'm gonna continue watching your show, listen to the other callers. But
Okay.
you
Bye.
have a great night. And if
Okay.
you're in New
Thank you.
York City and you connect with Rich Star, trust me, I'll meet you.
Okay. Thank you. All right. That was great. I think that we should end it on that. Thank you, my sweet baby. 'Cause they went from like we like him, then they started about very long winded. All right, girl. All right. Then they go, all right, Bussy. It's Buzzy. Okay. We're gonna end on a high. Amen. Father God, we want to send love and peace to everyone in the chat. You know, it's the holiday season. Some people may not have their families, maybe at home, but we want to send love, light, prosperity leading into the year of 2026. This is going to be our grounding year where we are laying the foundation, okay, for an even bigger 2027. And some of us want a big 2026, but we're going to lay the groundwork. We're going to focus our intention, and we are healing and we are growing. We also understand that we are always going to be a continued work in progress, but we are conscious of that work that we need, and we're going to move in enlightenment, light, happiness, positivity. Yeah, we might slip a little bit, but we're never going to take our eye off the prize. And what we all know is an acorn doesn't have to try to be the oak tree. It knows that it is. All right, so y'all have a fantastic night, a fantastic holiday. I'll talk to you guys soon. It may be via like this when I'm with my family. Amen to you guys. Have a great day. Thank you guys for all the support. I love y'all all, and I'll see you soon. Peace out.